Hey YouTube, what's going on? What's happening? Haven't been here in a minute. Haven't been in a minute. I've been kind of busy working or whatever. But other than that, you know what? I was out walking. I was in Tempe. I was out walking. Tempe is the name of the city. But I was out walking around and I talked to some people. We were just briefly talking, and they were asking me where I was from because they heard my accent. Well, so I told myself I'm from Georgia. I'm College Park, Georgia. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. Whatever. So they were like, "Oh, I heard such good things about in Atlanta. I heard people there work together, and it's like a Wakanda there, and it's so great there, and this and all this other good stuff there. And now we want to move there and start our and get in the production in the film industry." And one guy was when the other her nephew was saying he wants to get in, he wants to be a rapper or whatever, and they we were just briefly talking, and I was just like in disbelief, like, who told y'all? And I asked him, I said, who told y'all it was like a Wakanda? It was like, oh, we heard it from different people, just random people that they talked to and seeing stuff online, people saying this stuff. Some people said this stuff about Atlanta, how it's a Wakanda, and it's just such a great place, this and that. Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you guys the truth. I've done a video like this before, and you've seen a lot of other YouTubers have done this video. Big shouts out to them, those guys. But it's I'm from there. I've been there since '84. I've been there all my life, and it's not. It's of course I'm always rep my city. I love it. It raised me or whatever. Whatever. But I'm from the old Atlanta, where the real Atlanta, where it was different from what it is now. And there was a lot more jobs and opportunities there. Well, there's jobs and opportunities there, but there's a lot more there. It was easier to get jobs back then, quicker than it is now, because so many people there. But excuse me. But um, it's not a Wakanda. It's not what you all thinking that it is. I know some of y'all are getting in your trucks, your U-Haul trucks, getting ready to move there and or want to move there, and you don't really know. You really don't know what you're getting yourself into nowadays with what's going on there. It's a lot of crime, a lot of scammers, a lot of thieves, a lot of people that want to unalive you. There's a lot of that going on there. A lot of, I guess you can say murderers, you can say it, but it's a lot of that going on there. It's just a lot of mess, and everybody wants to be in the film industry. Well, and the first name they say, of course, if they're black, they'll say Tyler Perry, but it's only one Tyler Perry, and he can only do so much. And if you paying attention to his actors in his movies, he's using the same actors, using the same people most of the time, which is a great thing for them, because if you get employed by him, if you get on with Tyler Perry, you got a career, you got a job, you got, you're gonna get a lot of roles, get a lot of movies you'll do. But from my understanding, now the pay isn't gonna be all that high as you think. You're not gonna get in there making millions of dollars like that. No, it's not gonna happen. It's not happening. Those people are regular Joe Blow people. They're regular living. Some of them six figures, some of them nine. They'll be living in an apartment next to you. They'll be living in a house right next to yours, in the same middle class area. But that's a good thing though. At least they get to be employed. They have a long term employment when you get with him. But it's not gonna work out for everybody. I try to warn people against it. I'm like, make sure you got a career before you go down there. Have a trade, have a skill, have a trade, or something you can do like with your hands, and even then it's gonna be a lot of competition. It's very competitive down there. But you better off with a trade: barbering, HVAC, plumbing, heating and air, electrician, auto mechanic, painters, drywall, whatever, brick mason, whatever. You have a skill if you're gonna move there. You need to have something set in stone when you get there. I won't just up and just move there without having a job already. You're heading for disaster if you do that. Call these people beforehand. Call these companies, that is, beforehand. Get stuff set in stone. Get a guaranteed job where you starting that Monday. You starting work. And you're able to work. Have some money behind you. Have some money backing you in the account, because you're gonna have to put that down. Put down payment on your apartment or your house or whatever. You need to have all this stuff. You need to have your money in your account. Have money backing you. To support you. It can get expensive because it's things to do. So it is some stuff to do, but it just, to me, it got kind of boring. But it's still because I've done everything. I've been there all my life. But it's many ways to spend your money, many ways for your money to blow, and you can go broke there. There's a lot of people that have moved there and went broke, and some of them couldn't hardly even afford to get back home. They'll get back, but they couldn't hardly afford to get back home. It's have something set in stone, have a skill, have a trade. If you want to be in the movie industry or the entertainment industry, the best advice I can give you is do your own thing independently first. Get it going independently. Get your following up. Build a fan base independently. That way, if you do it well enough, these companies they'll want to come to you. These record labels, they'll want to come to you. They'll be looking for you. You won't have to look for them. They'll try to find you. You already got 200,000 followers or 1,000,000 followers or whatever, and your music is doing well, streaming well on the independent level, or your YouTube videos are doing good, and you have sponsors coming at you. I try to tell people, I try not to, I don't want to discourage anybody. I don't want anybody not wanting to move down there because I said something about it, but I have to just give you the facts. And it's not Wakanda. And it's talking about people work together, to rob you, to hurt you. They work together to hurt you. But no, they're not working together with you. It's all competition. Get in that long line of everybody trying to get on at Tyler Perry Studios, everybody trying to get on at this studio or this entertainer, everybody trying to meet this person or that person. It's a long line. I'm just preparing you for what it is, and even with employment, you have a good career because you need to, you're gonna have to make some money to be able to afford to live down there. The jobs don't pay as high as they do in other states. It is the South, it is Georgia. They don't, because there's so many other people who will take the job at $45,000 a year if you want. You may be like, hey, I need this job to be paying me $70,000 a year, but they got to post it for $45,000 or $50,000, and if you don't take it, somebody else will. Somebody else will be glad to get it. Somebody fresh out of college, whatever, and they need the experience, they'll take it. But definitely have some set in stone, because it's not all what you think that it is. It's not what you think that it is. A lot of people, they are struggling. They put on this image on social media. They make it look like it's more. They're doing more than what they are. But a lot of them are not. A lot of them are struggling. Don't listen to all these rappers saying, "Oh, move down here. You're gonna have the best of the time of your life." This and that. You'll have fun, but you're not. You may not have the best time of your life. You may lose it. No, but you're not gonna have the best time of your life down there. You may not, but that it works for them. It may not work for you. I'm just giving you the facts before you move down there, and then you'd be miserable. Because so many people that I talked to, they're down there. When I was down there, and I asked them, "Well, how you like it?" They go, "Oh man, this is." They go and they all say the same thing. All the crime, all the sliders. Sliders are people who scammers slide in your vehicles while you not looking or whatever. Just the sliders. They call them sliders. They steal. They're thieves. But be careful. Be careful down there. People put this place out to be more than what it is. And it's I know a lot of people that are struggling there. The people I grew up with who are still there and who are struggling there. Struggling trying to make it. Very few I know are doing well. But but it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tough. There's a lot of competition. So get ready. It's a lot of competition there. The apartments there are very, very expensive, very high, and they're not all lit up to par, up to standards. You know, from what I've seen, especially some of these newer ones, they tearing up quick. The walls are thin, and you can hear your neighbors argue, hear them talk, or whatever. They're very expensive, and your cars are getting broken into. Just a bunch of mess down there, you know. It is, and it's like, you know, you have to really have things set in stone, know what you finna do, when you move down, and already have everything in place. Check out the school systems if you got children. You know, some of the school systems there aren't that good. It just depends on, you know, what side of town you're on. You know, private school resources are always good, but some of those grade schools are not that good. The colleges are great. Georgia Tech, of course, is always going to be great. Georgia State, always great colleges. You know, but you definitely gotta, don't let some of these rappers and actors fool you and tell you that it's all this great place and you finna move down there and you just finna just do good, and because they not gonna be there to help you when you broke, when you're suffering. They don't even know who you are. You know. Of course, the food is great. There's all kinds of soul food, all kinds of food. We get food, whatever kind you really get, whatever kind you want. Cajun food, whatever. They got it all down there, you know. But you just have to, you know, be careful. Keep your head on the swivel down and look out for yourself. Keep your head on the swivel, looking both ways, looking out for yourself. 'Cause these guys, they will rob you. They will rob you down there, you know. It's a, if you're looking for relationships, good luck. Good luck with that. If you're already in a good relationship and you already have your great relation, you're already established, y'all been together for years, y'all doing good, I wouldn't recommend you moving it down there. I wouldn't recommend you do that. I've seen so many couples who have been in a relationship for years, 16 years, 20 years. They moved down. They were happy before they moved down there. They moved down there and they wound up getting divorced, cheating, and everything else happened. They were happy. They were good. They moved down there. That's when the cheating and everything started. That's when the temptations, so many temptations down there. You know, it's I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't go there looking for a relationship neither. You know, it's the people there just they're a little bit different. All they care about is they don't want you. They want help. They don't always want you. They want help. They need help. Help paying their bills. You know, so it's not always about them really loving you. They love the help you're giving them. Love the money you're giving them. But it is a fake place. It's a lot of times it's just there's a lot of so much fakeness that goes on there. It's, you know, I like real myself. I don't like all that fakeness and trying to be something you're not. You know, trying to flex for the gram, social media. You know, you gotta, but definitely you gotta really be careful. These people are they're good actors. There's some good actors down there. They know how to act. They know how to fake it. But no, you guys be careful though down there if you know it, but because it's not Wakanda. It's not that. It's not what you think that it is. And it's you know, I just did this video again because a lot of people like I talked to those that one couple that I said I talked to earlier, and the stuff that they were telling me, and the things that they thought Atlanta's gonna be like, is they're gonna find out it's not like that. And then we trying to get back to wherever you're from. You know, of course, sometimes people come from a different state and they move to outside of their home state and they do better. But you know, there's somebody rare in this case, and you know, whatever better is to you. But anyway, you guys go ahead and like this video. Comment down below and ask me any questions if you have any questions. And subscribe to this channel. I got a lot of great videos. You can look over all my videos. I talk about different things. It's not a doom and gloom channel. I talk about all kinds of great stuff, positive stuff, just great things, you know. But subscribe to this channel and like this video, comment down below, and let me know what you think. And until then, I'll see you guys next video. But no, it's not what